Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EMAW, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down for this offense. The give to the right. Makes one man miss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Leaves it with the running back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. His ankle hurt.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the single back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. The Wildcats will move the sticks. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Running back searching for a hole.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Motion from the offense. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Tenth play of the drive coming up. At this time, a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Well, that DB basically could have just ran that route for the wide receiver. He was all over him. There was no shot that receiver was going to be able to make that play. Beautiful job by the defensive back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Now on second down after the incompletion. To the ground, right back.
Good fucking cut.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Finds the tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage is going to be on.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The hand to the running back. Runs through a tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Steps away. Unleashes one. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on
Short
the
routes
run
go
moving,
deep,
and he just
deep routes
works to
come
get
up.
himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Colorado. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown.
Got a lot of running room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of back.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving. And he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They go to the ground. The Scarlet Knights will have a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Handoff to the single back.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on the first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They want to throw it.
Wow.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Kansas State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Okay. All right.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburners coming. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Caught on the outside. It's Clark. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. That's a fly.
Wow.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On second down, looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line.
Let's go.
And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. I guess it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Here's the return.
The return is brought down at the 36. And the Rutgers offense will take over first and 10.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now they'll try the right side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 14, Rutgers 9.
First down to start the drive after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He's going to let it go.
Wow.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Trying to take it back.
Come on.
And they
Wow.
capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Just gets it to the
Nigga act
28,
like he
pick
can't
up of
fucking
one.
throw, man.
And this
Come on
is
with
pressing
that
time for
bullshit,
this defense.
gang.
They've got to understand.
That's
They're
what
backed
that
up a little
is.
bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time.
Square
The
that shit
defense
up.
was there and ready for that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Come on, I was right there. I had that pick. Come on.
Third and long situation.
Come on with
They
that
tried
shit.
to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone. And they
Come on, man. That was mine. That was mine.
The defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's DeMarco. And the punt team able to smack
Bro,
him to
that
the
pick
ground.
was mine, man. That's that bull. That was mine.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Takes it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Power football with the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Oh, finally y'all give me some bullshit.
He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Snags it over the middle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes his connection. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. A first down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The throw. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is crazy.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this is it right here. Game on the line. After that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to find a way to score a touchdown here on 4th and goal and give yourself a chance at the W.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They're bringing down Scarlet Knight.
Woo!
And they grab the advantage. Take the lead here in the 4th.
Run, white boy, run!
Great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He's looking to throw. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
Nothing but green ahead.
Wow.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Getting some heat. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And he'll get the ball back. Otherwise, it would have been a lights out. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, boy.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. He chucks one out to the
Wow!
touchdown, Wildcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete.
Good game,
They
man.
can't
They
stretch
gave you
out
that.
the lead.
God
As the 2-point
damn,
conversion
boy.
attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll start this drive firing. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Kind of throw was
It's
that?
all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum change.
He's been throwing fucking bad throws all game.
Their work here is
What
virtually
was
done.
that,
No need
dog?
to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Rutgers.
This offense has a second down play. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in this. The raindrops kept falling on his head and he muffed it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time.
That was gay.